The Roosters have called for their fans to lay off Latrell Mitchell during Friday night's showdown with the Rabbitohs. The fullback was back at training today, inspiring Indigenous youth, just days after he was racially abused by a teenage fan.
All eyes on one man.
Yeah, something here today.
Another day in the life of Latrell Mitchell, who spent most of today's session training solo. After putting in the hard yards, the fullback put smiles on these two young fans' faces. They came to watch training but ended up meeting their idol.
Oh, it'd mean the world to him. He's a great bloke and you don't really see that side of him, and all the little things he does for the community.
Sporting socks showcasing the Indigenous flag, Latrell appeared to be in good spirits following last Friday's racial slur.
He's fine. He's he's dealt with it. He's called it out, and it's not just about Latrell, really.
He isn't the only Rabbitoh who's been left reeling by race-related comments.
My little nephew, he's in kindergarten and he's getting racially abused. And I know they're only kids, but they're learning it from somewhere. So it's got to stop somewhere. And it just makes me furious how it's still happening today.
When the Rabbitohs faced off against the Roosters here at Allianz Stadium in round 25 last year, Latrell Mitchell was relentlessly booed by fans. In the wake of last week's racial slur, opposition players hope he is not again unfairly targeted.
We don't want to see that in our game. Hopefully the game gets around him. You know, he's obviously going through a tough period. You don't want to see you don't want to see our Roosters fans or any other fans in the game get out, and just constantly lay the boot into him.
Zach Bailey, 9 News.
And we have breaking news on James Tedesco's future. 9 News understands the Roosters and their skipper have agreed to extend his contract with the club beyond his current deal, which ends at the end of 2024. There had been speculation Tedesco would be forced out so the club could keep young superstar Joseph Suaalii. More with Michael Chemis tonight on 100% Footy. Well, the Dragons were tipped by many to claim the wooden spoon, but they didn't play it like it last night. The Red V opened their season with a dominant 32-18 win over the Titans after a turbulent off-season and thrashing in the Charity Shield.
Probably helped us in a way. Everything happens for a reason, and we got a lesson against South.
Another setback for the Knights. Jacob Saifidi facing a 5-game suspension for his high shot on Jake Simpkin. We may never see Tom Trbojevic perform at the level he achieved in his Dally M year of 2021. That's the warning from Seagulls skipper Daly Cherry Evans. The ultimate professional, Tommy Turbo, is doing everything he can to ensure his injury issues are a thing of the past, even if it means he's become the butt of a few jokes.
It's called doing the Tommy Turbo. His unique hamstring-saving warm-ups have gone viral.
I saw some weird stuff you do in the dressing room to warm up and get yourself ready. Can you run us through that?
Apparently there's a lot of, what are they called, memes or videos going around of me looking like I'm snapping a golf club, but they're just exercises that I've been doing that help prep my body for performance. So
Turbo's happy to provide the entertainment, but his skipper has given everyone a reality check when it comes to Tommy. Don't expect miracles.
We're always trying to measure him against that season that he had, which is probably pretty unrealistic. I mean, that was an amazing season that we watched, and I was so lucky to watch on the field firsthand how good he was.
And DCE says the round one version of Tommy is a sign of things to come.
Tom holds himself to a high level. I think he's definitely got more levels in him this year, but that was a great start for him.
The Seabold era started in the best way, but it was a rocky transition for Tom.
You had a lot of fears, though, when Des was moved on, and you sort of really took it to heart. Are your fears allayed now? Do you feel comfortable?
Oh, look, there's no secret. I love having Desi as a coach. He was really awesome for my career, but the reality is of it, Siebes is our head coach now, and I'm loving working with him, so there's certainly no fears.
The Eagles play a winless Parramatta on Thursday night. The Eels launched their multicultural jersey today and are not panicking about a failure to launch on the table.
We're staying right in the games, and it's not like we're getting blown off the park, so there's a lot of good things to take out of both games.
Danny Weidler, 9 News.